to all of you and welcome to ACE Online. So I am back with a series of 1000+ questions based on quantitative aptitude and the reasoning. So if you are preparing for any competitive exam and there is a section of these two subjects, then these sessions are very beneficial for you. And if you know someone who are preparing for different competitive exams like railway, SSC, banking, some technical based examination, some state or central level examination where there is a section of these two subjects, then again please do share the link of this particular video in your respective groups, family members, to your friends, so that more students can join us and do practice with us. So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session and let's see what kind of questions we are having and how we are going to deal them. So this is a very first question. So the questions that we are having in today's sessions are from SBI PO prelims. The questions are from SBI PO prelims, right? So the question is saying that each of the 6 friends, that is A, B, C, D, E and F, scored different marks in an examination. C secured more than only A and E. D secured less than B. E did not score the last. The one who scored the third highest marks secured 81 marks and E secured 62 marks. So this is the data that we are having, and accordingly what we have to do, first we need to prepare the our arrangement or the table, and afterwards what we have to do, we just simply have to answer this particular question. We are having one more question based on the same data, but first answer this one, what answer we are getting and how we are going to approach this. Any one of you in the comment section? The question is very simple. The question is simply saying that how many friends we are having? We are having 6 friends. So I will arrange them it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are what? These are my 6 friends. Now the question is saying that C secured more than only A and E. So we can put C over here, but here we don't know whether A will come or E will come, right? Here we don't know till now whether E will come at this place or A will come at this place, right? Next, D scored less than only B. D scored less than only B. So this is the arrangement we are having. We need to take care of these kind of words whenever we are having puzzles, right? Next, E did not score the least. That means we can't put E over here. If we are having this condition, so with the help of this, we can easily able to say that this position is of E and this position is of A, right? And we are only left with one friend and only one place, that is F. So we will put F over here. We will put F over here. Very good, Radhe. Let's see. Now, on the basis of this particular arrangement, what we have to do, we just simply have to answer this particular question, which is saying that which of the following is true with respect to given information. First, D's score was definitely less than 60. Can we say that? Do we have some more data? So the question is saying that the one who scored the third highest, that means F, scored 81 marks. F scored 81 marks and E scored 62 marks, right? E scored 62 marks. Now the question is saying that D score was definitely less than 60. No, it must be more than 81. So this statement is false. Next, F scored maximum marks. No, B scored maximum marks. So this option is also eliminated. Only 2 persons scored more than C. No, how many persons we are having? We are having 3 persons. So this option is also eliminated. Next, there is a possibility that B scored 79 marks. No, B is the highest scoring one. So it should be greater than 81. So this option is also eliminated. And the correct answer over here is your option number E. None is true. Option number E is the correct one. Next. Again, we are having the same data. Now the question is changed. The question is saying that the person who secured the scored 13 marks more than F's marks. Which of the following can be D score? So the question is saying that whoever scored the maximum marks he secured 13 marks more than the F marks. Now with the help of this data, what we have to do, we have to determine B score. What we have to do, we just simply have to determine the possible B score. So what answer we people are getting in this one? Here you are having your arrangement. Now with the help of this one, what you have to do, you just simply have to calculate D score. Very good, easy, very good, Radhe. Let's see. So here the maximum marks scored by person is B and the scores secured by F is 81. So 81 plus 13 is the score scored by B. And here what we are getting? We are getting 94. 94 is the score scored by B, right? Now we have to find out the score scored by D. And D lies in between these two. So this is 94 and this is 81. So my number should be lesser than 94 and greater than 81. So options are few eliminated. And here the correct answer over here is your option number C. The correct answer over here is your what? Option number C. It's a very easy one, right? Next. The next question is from the concept of syllogisms, and the question saying that here you are having 3 statements and on the basis of that you need to check 2 conclusions. So what is the correct answer for this one? Here you are having your options and you need to choose one accordingly. It's a very simple one. First what you have to do, you just simply have to draw the basic diagram, and according to that basic diagram you can easily able to answer these questions. Okay, let's start drawing it. So the question is saying that all forces are energies, all energies are power, all energies are power. Next, no power is a heat. So this is my basic diagram, right? Now on the basis of this basic diagram, what I have to do, I have to check my conclusions. Let's see, Radhe and Easy. First, some forces are definitely not power. So if we are talking about forces belongs to energy, then the whole energy belongs to power. That means this conclusion is false. If this conclusion is false, we can easily eliminate option number A. As the entities are different, option number C and option number E. We can eliminate easily these 3 options, right? Next, no heat is a force. No heat is a force. Can we say that? Yes, because heat is not going to be a part of power in any case. And the whole force belongs to what? Power. That means this one is true. If this one is true, then we can easily go with option number B, that says that only conclusion second follows. Only conclusion second follows. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Is it correct or what? How you are getting option number D? The last person who commented, I'm not able to read your name, sorry for that. But yeah, we'll definitely try to conduct classes on the daily basis. D. Easy and Radhe, both of you are getting D. But the second conclusion is very easy, that says that no heat is a force. Here we are having heat and here we are having force. There is no connection in between these 2 entities. So it's very simple. Next, again the statements are same but the conclusions are different. So we are going to take the help of the same basic diagram, and it's saying that all forces are energies and all energies belongs to power and no power is a heat. So this is my basic diagram, and according to this what I have to do, I just simply have to check my conclusions whether they are true or not. So the first conclusion is no energy is heat, and the second one is some forces being heat is a possibility. We are having a possibility case over here, so do check it properly. D again. Okay, let's see. So the first one, no energy is heat. Energy belongs to power and power can never be a part of heat. That means that's true. If this is true, that means option number B is eliminated and option number option number D is eliminated. Sorry, not E. Option number D is eliminated. Right? Do we have same things? No. So option number C is also eliminated. So either option number A is the correct one or option number E is the correct one. Next, some forces being heat is a possibility. Some forces being heat. Can we say that whenever we do have a possibility case, we know that first we have to check this phrase, whether it is true or not, right? If it is lying in the condition of can't say, then only the possibility case is considered as true. But here we know that some forces can never be a part of heat. That means this one is a false. And whenever we are having any false or true in a possibility case, that possibility is always considered as false. That means this option is also eliminated and the correct answer over here is your option number A. The correct answer over here is your option number A. Right? So let's move towards the next question and let's see what next question we are having. So in the next one again we are having one more question from the concept of syllogisms. Here we are again having 3 statements and on the basis of that we need to check 2 conclusions. So this time what answer you are getting? Okay, very good, Nani. Anyone else? Okay, let's start drawing the basic diagram. No note is a coin. No note is a coin. There's no connection in between these two. Some coins are metals and all plastic are notes. Okay, so this is my basic diagram, right? Now, accordingly, what I have to do, I have to check my conclusions. First, no coin is a plastic. Can we say that? Yes. Why? Because the plastic belongs to notes and notes can never be a part of notes can never be a part of coins. That means this one is true. If this one is true, we can easily able to eliminate option number B and option number D. The entities are different. That means we can eliminate option number C as well. Right? Next, all plastic being metal. All plastic being metal is a possibility. First, we will check this phrase. Can we say that is there any direct connection or indirect connection in between plastic and metal? No. All we can say that this part of metal can never be a part of note or plastic, but we are not sure about the rest part, as well as we are not aware about this part also, whether these things belongs to this one. So this is lying in the condition of can't say, and whenever we do have can't say in a possibility, that possibility is considered as true. That means option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. For any queries, please do contact the ACE Online, where just simply visit ACE Online website. You will get the number over there. Just simply inquiry there. Next. So the next questions are from the concept of data sufficiency, and here you are having your options. So basically these are the 5 options that you are having. Just read it carefully so that we can easily able to answer the next few questions. In the option number 1, the option number 1 is saying that statement 1 and second together are sufficient to answer the question, right? B option saying that first and third together can able to answer the question. Third one is saying that second and third. Simply, the D option is saying that either of the statement, it doesn't matter statement number 1, 2 or 3, individually can easily able to answer the question. And the last one is saying that if all these 3 sentences or statements together, after that only we can easily able to answer the question. So let's move towards the question and let's see what kind of questions we are having and what is the correct answer of them. First, are all the four friends, that is A, B, C and D, who are sitting around a circular table facing the center? So answer should be in yes or no. Answer is in yes or no, right? So here what you are having three statements or three sentences. What you have to do, you have to make the conditions or the arrangement individually, and further that what you have to do, you just simply have to check the options. Okay, so what answer we people are getting in this one? Okay, let's start discussing. The first one, B sits second to the right of D. D faces the center. So let's start drawing the arrangement. Here what we are having, we are drawing the arrangement according to the first statement. So here this is my circular arrangement, and if we are only having four people, we can set it like this, right? D faces center, so let's put D over here and D faces center. First, B sits second to the right of D. Second right. First right, second right. So this is the position of B. Right? Next. C sits to the immediate right of both B and D. Okay. So if we talk about D, so immediate right position is this one. That means C is sitting over here. If we need to fulfill this condition as well, that here C sits immediate right of B, in that case we need to put B over like this, or we can say that B is facing outwards the center. After that only this position will become the immediate right of B. That means from this statement we can say that no, all of them are not facing outwards the center, right? Next, second one. Now what we have to do, we just simply have to check the second one. A sits to the immediate left of B. C is not an immediate neighbor of A. C sits to the immediate right of D. Now what we have to do, as we are not having any direction, so what we have to do, first we have to assume it by ourselves. So let's suppose the question is saying that A sits immediate left of B. Let's suppose B is sitting over here and facing towards the center, right? So the immediate left position is this one, that means A is sitting over here, right? Next, C is not an immediate neighbor of A, that means this is the only position for C. Next, C sits to the immediate right of D, and we are only having this position for D. And if this position is immediate right, that means D is facing outwards the center. So from this also we are getting our answer as no. All the friends which are sitting around the circular table are not facing towards the center. Next, third one. D is an immediate neighbor of both A and C. Okay, so we will create it like this. Let's suppose this is D and these two positions are of A and C. Next, B sits to the immediate left of A. Okay, and C sits to the immediate right of B. Okay, so we know that this is a position of B, and here we need to check whether B sits to the immediate left of A. Let's suppose A is facing towards the center, right? So this position will become immediate left of A. But the question is saying that C sits to the immediate right of B. Here, this is the right of C, it's immediate right. If this is the immediate right, that means B is facing outwards the center. So from this also we are getting no. So from the individual questions we can easily able to answer it. So we are getting option number D as a correct one. We are getting option number D as a correct one. Is it clear? Next. The next question says that there are 6 letters, that is W, A, R, S, N and E. Is answer the word formed after performing the following functions using these 6 letters only. Again, what we are having 3 statements, and what we have to do, we just simply have to answer accordingly. Very good Radhe, very good Avinash, very good Kumar. Now just simply try to answer this particular question and let me know if you are getting your answer. What we are having 6 letters, right? And accordingly what we have to do, we just simply have to make a word answer. So we just simply have to check whether we can able to make this word with the help of the given data or not. Very good Kumar. Anyone else? Okay, let's see. First one. E is placed fourth to the right of A. Okay. S is not placed immediately next to either A or E. Okay. So if we will start with A, so fourth right, that means first right, second right, third right. This is the position of E. Now the question is saying that we are not going to put S near in the neighbor of A or E. So we can say that here we are not going to put S, here also, at here also. If we are having anyone over here, then over here also, right? So according to the statement 1, we are not able to make a word answer from this one, right? So this option is eliminated. Next, R is placed immediately next, either left or right to E. Okay, so here we are having this kind of condition. Again, what we have to do, we have to check it accordingly. W is placed immediately next to S, either left or right. So again, what we are having this kind of condition, right? What we are having this kind of condition. With the help of this, can we able to make a word? No. Third, both N and W are placed immediately next to S. Okay, N and W are placed immediately next to S. But here, what is the position? It's N, S, W or S and W. We don't know. The word does not begin with R. A is not placed immediately next to W. So these are the conditions. Can we able to make a word? No. So what we have to do, we just simply have to combine the statements together just to get the final answer, right? So first we are combining these two. If we are combining these two, can we say anything? No. This is the only condition that we can put, that maybe R is over here, or maybe we are having condition like this, right? And if we are having condition like this, in that case only we can put S over here. But still we are not aware about the position of W, because here we can put W over here, or we can put W over here also. So if we combine first and second together, after that also we are not able to determine the answer. Now we are just simply checking, are we getting answer by combining first and third together or not. So according to the first, if we are having 6 letters, so if my answer is starting with A, then 1, 2, 3, 4, here we are having E, right? And this is the only possible position we are having for S. And the question is saying that these two places are occupied by N and W. But these position can be changed, and here we are only left with one, that we will put R over here. So we can only able to answer if we are going to combine first and third together. So what we will say? We will say just simply option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Not C, option number B is the correct one. Right? Option number B is the correct one. Next. The next question says that point D is in which direction with respect to point B, and here what we are having our direction plane. What we are having our direction plane, and with the help of that you can easily able to put your dots or the points, and further that what you have to do, you have to find out whether we can able to answer it or not. So again, it's a very simple one. In the what we have to do, we have to determine point D's direction with respect to point B. Point A is west of point B. Okay, first we are going to draw the first one. Point A is west of point B. Point C is to the north of point C is to the north of point B. Point D is to the south of point C. Now, but where is the point D? It may be over here, it may be over here, or it may be over here. So the position of D is not defined. This is the question is only saying that, or the statement is only saying that point D is in south of C. But with respect to B, we are not having any position, so we can't say with this one. First one is eliminated. Second, point G is to the south of point D. Okay, point G is to the south of point D. Point G is 4 meter from point B, but in which direction? Point D is 9 meter from point B, again in which direction? So direction is not defined, so this one is also eliminated. Third one is saying that point A is to the west of point B. Okay. Point B is exactly midway between point A and E, so we can create point E like this, right? Point F is south of point E. Point F is south of point E, okay? Point D is to the west of point F. Again, where is the D? Over here, or over here. So with this one also we are not able to answer it. But what if we combine any two statements together? We know that there is no point to combining any of the statement with the second one, because here we are not having the sufficient data in which direction these dimensions are given, right? So what we will do, we just simply combine first and third, right? If we to combine it, if you will see, the question is saying that the first point is saying that point D is to the south of point C. So somewhere we are having D over here, and with the help of this reference we can easily able to answer the question. So here what we are doing, we are combining first and third together. That means option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. So very simple one. What we have to do, we just simply have to combine first and third together just to get the answer. Clear? Next. The next one is, here what you are having some data, and accordingly what you have to check, you have to find out which of the following can be inferred from the given information, right? This is the information you are having, and this is the options you are having, what you need to check. Sorry. Any one of you in the comment section? It's very simple one. So the question is saying that study the given information carefully and answer the questions which follows. So the statement is saying that small brands are now looking beyond local grocery stores and are trying up with supermarkets such as Big Bazaar to pull their business out of the troubled water, right? Now the question is saying that which of the following can be inferred from the given information, and the definition of inferred is also given. An inference is something that is not directly stated but can be inferred from the given information, right? Very good Radhe, very good, easy. So basically क्वेश्चन ये कहना चाह रहा है हमें क्या करना है, वी आर हैविंग सम डेटा ओवर है, राइट. इन्फर्ड का मतलब होता है कि जो हमें डायरेक्टली नहीं बोला गया है लेकिन हम उससे समझ सकते हैं कि यार इस वजह से ये बोला गया होगा, ठीक है. तो हम लोगों को पहले ये स्टेटमेंट समझना है और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमें ये ऑप्शंस चेक करने हैं. तो जो डाटा हमें दे रखा है वो ये बोल रहा है कि स्मॉल ब्रांड्स जो हैं ग्रोसरी वाले वो क्या करने की सोच रहे हैं, वो आपके जो बड़े सुपरमार्केट्स हैं जैसे हमारा बिग बाजार हो गया उनके साथ टाई अप करने का सोच रहे हैं ताकि वो उनके साथ जो प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं, जो इश्यूज उन्हें फेस करने पड़ रहे हैं उनसे वो बाहर निकल सके. दिस इज द डेटा व्हाट वी आर हैविंग. नाउ अकॉर्डिंगली व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी जस्ट सिंपली हैव टू चेक आवर ऑप्शंस. फर्स्ट, merchandise of smaller brands would not be available at local grocery stores in the near future. Is it we are having any information related to the merchandising of small brands or whether they will be available or not? No. So we are not going to consider this one. Next. Smaller brands cannot compete with bigger one in the supermarket setup. स्टेटमेंट क्या हमें ये बता रहा है कि जो हमारे छोटे ब्रांड्स हैं वो सुपरमार्केट से compete नहीं कर सकते? नो, देयर इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. थर्ड वन, there is a perception among small brands that sale in supermarket is higher than the small grocery stores. क्या ऐसा उन्हें स्मॉल ग्रोसरी स्टोर्स को ऐसा लगता है कि सुपरमार्केट्स में क्या है, सेल्स जो है वो ज्यादा है? यही सोच के वो क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, टाई अप करने की सोच है. क्या ऐसा हो सकता है? बिल्कुल हो सकता है. ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज द करेक्ट वन. ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज द करेक्ट वन. डी, supermarkets generate more revenue. There is no information which is given related to revenue, so we are not going to consider this one. Next, small brands have always had more tie-ups with supermarket as compared to small grocery stores. It is not like that. Again, we are having no information related to brands, right? Next, the next question is quite similar, but this time what we have to do, we just simply have to check the assumptions. What we have to do, we just simply have to find out the correct assumption. So the question is saying that study the given information carefully and answer the question which follows. Statement, farmer found using chemical fertilizer in the organic farming area are their farms would be heavily fined. This is the data that you are having and the question is saying that which of the following statement is an assumption implicit in the given statement? An assumption is something supposed or taken for granted. According to this, again what we have to do, we just simply have to select one option out of these five. Whenever we do need to check assumption, please do take care of the words that we are having in the options. You can easily able to select and eliminate options just by seeing a single word. Okay, let's go through the options. First, chemical crop. Is there anything related to the crop is given? No, the only word that we are using in the statement is farms. So option number A is eliminated. Next, a farm's area for organic and chemical farming is different. Can we consider this? Yes, because here the question is saying that using chemical fertilizers in organic farming. So there are chances that they are having separate areas or separate farms, right? Next, farmers do not use chemical fertilizer in the chemical farming area would be penalized as well. There is no such information related to these data is given, so this option is also eliminated. All farmers undertake both these kind of farming. There's no information related to the undertaking also, so this option is eliminated. Organic fertilizers are banned. No such word is used. So out of 5, 4 options are eliminated and we are only left with option number B, and that's the correct one. That's the correct one. The correct option over here is your option number B, not option number A, C or D, right? Option number B is the correct one. Next. The next question says that in how many different ways can the letter of the word therapy be arranged so that the vowels never come together? What we have to do, we have to make sure that vowels can never be together. So, how many different ways we are having for this one? It's very simple. We know that we are having a word therapy. How many letters we are having? We are having 7 letters in it. And out of these 7 letters, these 2 are what? These 2 are vowels. And the rest 5 are what? 5 are consonants. Right? This is what we are having. Now, let's suppose there is no such condition that we are having, right? So, the total number of arrangements or different ways in which we can arrange these 7 letters, these are what? These are 7 factorial, right? But the condition is saying that vowels never be together. So, first what we will do, what if the vowels always stays together? Vowels always together, right? So what we are doing, we are having 7 letters, right? We are putting E and A over here as a one block. Now how many places we are having? 6 ways, right? In 6 ways we can arrange, but these 2 can also arrange themselves in 2 factorial ways. So what we are doing, what we have to do, we have to find out when they never come together. So never come together is nothing but total minus always together. Always together. So the total arrangements that or the total ways we are having is 7 factorial minus 6 factorial into 2 factorial. We can write it as 7 into 6 factorial minus 6 factorial into 2 factorial. We can just simply take 6 factorial as a common, and here we are having 7 minus 2. So this is nothing but 6 factorial into 5. 6 factorial is nothing but 720 and 720 into 5. So what we are having? We are having 35, 36. 3600. Do we have this in options? Yes. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Very good, Radhe. Very good. Easy, Indu. Right? Next. The next question is again a very simple one. The question is saying that when x is subtracted from the number 9, 15 and 27, the remainders are in continuate proportion. What is the value of x? This is a very simple one. You can easily able to take the help of the options just to solve this one. It's a very simple one. What we have to do, we have to subtract x from each number and the proportion will remain same. So the question is trying to say if I subtract x from 15 and x from 9, the proportion which we are getting is equals to the proportion that we are getting in this condition. Now what you can do, you just simply able to put the values with the help of options. If we will put x as 8, so over here what we will get? We will get 7 divided by 1, which is equals to here 19 divided by 7. Is this equal? No. That means this option is eliminated. Option number B, 6. Here we are getting 9, 3, 18 and 6. If we see that here what we are getting a fraction of 1 by 3. That means option number B is the correct one. That means option number B is the correct one. This is a very simple one. You can check the rest options as well. Right? Next. The next question says that sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 2262. What is 41% of the highest number? What we have to do? We just simply have to find out the 41% of the highest number. Here the sum of 3 consecutive number is given. Okay, let's see. So I'm just assuming that the numbers that we are having over here is n plus 1 or n plus 2. These are the 3 consecutive numbers we are having. Now the question is saying that the sum of these 3 is equals to this one. So we can say that this is nothing but 3n plus 3 is equals to 2262. Right? So I'll just transfer this 3 over that side and here I'll get 3n is equals to 2259. This is equals to 2259. Now with the help of this one, I can easily able to get the value of n. Very good, Radhe, very good, easy. Let's see. So the value of n that we are getting over here is 7, 21 and the 5 and the 3. This is the value of n. But the question is saying that we have to find out the 41% of the highest number. And the highest number is this one. That means this is nothing but 755. And I have to find out the 41% of this one. So this is nothing but, if you will calculate it, you will get 309.55. That means your option number E is the correct one. Your option number E is the correct one. Next. The next question says that an article was purchased for rupees 78,350. Its price was marked up by 30%. It was sold at a discount of 20% on the marked price. What was the profit percentage on the cost price? Trust me, this is a very easy one. You can easily able to answer this particular question in just 30 or 40 seconds. We know that whenever we do have these kind of words, we need to compare these 3 things: cost price, selling price or the marked price. Right? Try to write these values as you are having cost price over here. And what you have to do, you have to calculate the profit percent. And profit is always calculated on cost price. Very good, Radhe, very good, easy. The question is very simple. So the question is saying that its price was marked up by 30%. 30% can be written as 3 by 10, right? If something that I am having, let's suppose if I have to write down the ratio in between cost price and the marked price. So if I am having any item in 10 rupees, I'm increasing the price of the item by 3 and I'm selling it in 13 rupees, right? And I'm giving a discount of 20%. 20%, that means I'm giving a discount of 1 by 5. If any item is of 5 rupees, I'm giving a discount of 1 rupee. That means I'm selling it in 4 rupee. And discount is always given on MRP. That means here I can write down the ratio of MRP and the SP. So if I am having anything in 5 rupees, I am selling it in 4 rupees. Now what we have to do, we know that first we have to make the MRP equal so that we can able to write down the combined ratio. Now what we are doing, you can either do this thing like either write 13 over here or 5 over here, or just simply multiply this ratio by 5 and this ratio by 13 just to get the same answer. So here what you are getting 50, here you are getting 52, and here what you are getting 65. So we know that we only need to calculate the profit. Here we are getting a profit of 2 rupee over 50 into 100. Why multiplying by 100? Because we need to calculate the percentage. So here there is a percentage increment of 4%. That means option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. This is a very easy one. Next. The next question says that a certain amount was to be distributed among A, B and C in the ratio 2:3:4 respectively, but was erroneously distributed in the ratio 7:2:5 respectively. As a result of this, B got 40 rupees less. What is the amount? What we have to do, we just simply have to find out what is the actual amount that is distributed over here. Again, this one is also a very easy one. It hardly takes 40 seconds to answer. So here we are having 3 participants A, B and C. The initial ratio that we are having 2:3:4. The total amount is 5, 5 plus 4, 9. So we can say that as we are only having data for B, so we can say that B is getting 3 parts out of 9, right? B is getting 3 parts out of 9, or we can say that B is getting 1 rupee if like we are having a total amount of 3, right? Out of that B is getting 1 rupee, right? Now, because of some mistake this has happened, but it was like because of mistake it was distributed in 7:2:5. Now the total amount that we are having is 12, 12 and 14. Because of this, B got 2 parts out of 14, or we can say that 1 part out of 7. Because of this thing, B suffered a loss of 40 rupees. Because of this, B suffered a loss of 40 rupees. So we can just simply say that 1/3 minus 1/7 is nothing but 40. So the LCM that we take over here is 21, right? And here 7 minus 3 is equals to 40. So we will say 4/21, which is nothing but equal to 40 as per the question. So here we will get 10 and the value of complete is 210. So the value that is distributed initially is 210. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Clear? It's very easy one. Next. The next question says that Rachita enters a shop to buy ice creams, cookies and pastries. She has to buy at least 9 units of each. She buys more cookies than ice cream and more pastries than cookies. She picks up a total of 32 items. How many cookies does she buy? This is a very easy one. You can easily able to solve this one without using pen and paper. Here you are having a total 32 items. It's a very simple one. So the question is saying that she buys more cookies than ice cream and more pastries than cookies, right? But the question is also saying that at least she needs to purchase 9 items of each. So 9 pastries, I am assuming, 9 cookies and 9 ice creams. If we only calculate this one, only 27 items are there. Only 27 items are there. We are still left with 5 items. We are still left with 5 items. So these 5 items as per this ratio can be 4 ice cream plus 1 cookie. This condition is satisfied? Yes. It may be 3 ice cream, 2 cookies and 4 pastry. 3 pastry, 2 cookies and 1 ice cream. It may be like this. So these are the only 2 possible cases we are having, and if we are going to calculate accordingly, so with this case we are getting 10 cookies and with this one we are getting 11 cookies. So either 10 or 11 is our correct answer. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. Next. The next question says that the fare of a bus is rupees X for first 5 kilometers and rupees 13 per kilometer thereafter. If a passenger pays 2,402 rupees in total for a journey of 187 kilometers, what is the value of X? What we have to do? We just simply have to find out the value of X over here. So we know that in this 187 journey for first 5 kilometers, the fare is X rupees, right? But for the rest 182 kilometer, the driver charged as per 13 rupees per kilometer, right? So first we will calculate how much amount we need to pay for 182 kilometers. So the amount that we got over here is 182 into 13. So what we are getting here 6 and here we are having 2 and 5 and after that what we are having 281. So 6, 6, 3 and 2. So out of this amount we are paying 2,366 for 182 kilometers. So the rest amount is paid for 5 kilometer and the rest amount is nothing but 36 rupees. The rest amount is nothing but 36 rupees. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. Very good, Radhe, Easy and Indu, right? Next. Next one is the product of 3 consecutive even numbers is 4032. The product of the first and third number is 252. What is 5 times of the second number? This is a very easy one. What we have to do, we just simply have to find out the 5 times of the second number. You are having 3 even number, 3 consecutive even numbers and the product of those 3 consecutive even numbers is given as 4032. Okay, let's start discussing it. I'm just assuming that the 3 numbers that we are having the consecutive even numbers is n minus 2, n and n plus 2, right? So according to the question is saying that if I multiply these 3 numbers, I am getting a product equals to 4032, right? The question is also saying that if I multiply my first number and the third number, I'll get my answers for 252. So if I simplify this one, a minus b, a plus b. If we do so, we will get n square minus a square minus b square. That means here we are getting 4, which is nothing but equals to 252. If I transfer this minus 4 to this side, it gives us n square is equals to 256. And we know that this is nothing but this is a square of 16. That means the value of n is 16. Now if you will see, this is nothing but this is our middle term, or we can say the second number. Now we have to find out the 5 times of the second number, that is nothing but we need to multiply our 5 with 16, and here we are getting our answer as 80. Here what we are getting our answer as 80. That means option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. So with this one, let's end this session over here only. I hope you like it. Let's meet in the next session. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.